This is a reading of Brenda's blog titled, You're Not a Helicopter Parent. Dear ones, you cannot see or perhaps sense what you have created. Likely you wish you had not created this revolution, for the current effects of this transition are much more unpleasant than you anticipated. You believe the global transition from fear to love would happen softly and graciously. Even though we, of the universes, prophesied that those fully immersed in fear would fight to retain those fears, you did not believe their fight would be so painful. You've forgotten the prophecies that all structures would fall before being rebuilt with new love materials. Just as you had difficulties understanding how dramatic your dark night of the soul would be. It is one thing to obtain knowledge, and quite another to live through it. You forerunners have moved beyond your dark night of the soul. Even so, the fear of those now moving through their dark night of the soul is painful for you to observe. So painful, you question the outcome. You're beginning to believe your joy will never happen, that the prophecies of love and joy are false, that even though a small percentage of the totality will create wealth and power, as it has been true in 3D, the remainder of the world's population will flail about in despair. That not much has changed in the world other than your hope for a better tomorrow. Hope that seems to be dashed with every news story or angry retort. Such is so for a reason. You completed your dark night of the soul and cleared your dust bunnies of fear from the corners. You're now observing that those immediately following you, the second and third waves, are moving through their dark night of the soul. Those waves following you likely include friends or family. You inch them closer to their new being, just by being you. By shining your new light of love brightly. That closeness, that love, creates emotional angst within you as you observe their pain of discarding their deeply hidden secrets, just as you once did. After this wave, you will likely not feel the need to view future wave shifts, for those now in their dark night of the soul are your people, your friends, and family. So you feel some of their pain, not because you have to, but because they are part of your heart. When you have a minor cut on your finger, you focus on that cut until it heals. It is your choice whether or not to focus on the pain of your friends and family or move beyond. Focusing on their pain does not help them, nor you. Just as when they cut their finger, there's no need for you to halt your life until their finger heals. You're a caretaker, a role honed for eons, both of the earth and the universes. You would not be a forerunner if you did not have the caretaker gene. To shift the earth as you did months ago, you prepared for eons to negate yourself. It is time for you to move beyond your caretaker role, something you find difficult. You worked so diligently to prepare for this transition that you now have difficulties remembering you need not caretake anyone but yourself. Allow those following to fully experience their dark night of the soul, just as you need to caretake yourself enough to experience joy in your new world. Those following will not exit their dark night of the soul if all they sense from you forerunners is more fear or angst. Stop caretaking, even those you love. It is counterproductive for them and you. Allow them to voice their pain and anger without trying to sugarcoat it or make it better. They are fearful and angry, just as you were during your dark night of the soul. There was seemingly no light for you then, and seemingly no light for your loved ones now. Similarly, you could not sit at a desk beside your child throughout their school years, even though some helicopter parents tried to do so. Even though some helicopter parents tried to do so with unpleasant results. You are the light, not the caretaker. Nor are any waves following going to be caretakers. It is time for individual power and strength. Only those who remain in 3D to provide a counterpoint will retain that 3D caretaker role. Allow yourself to be a beacon as those following seem to fall apart, only to reinvent themselves in love as you have done. You are a beacon of joy. Those following will create that same beacon of joy role eventually. You are not a 3D helicopter parent. You are a strong example of the joy that is possible. Allow that to be, and play your role instead of attempting to play the 3D caretaker role you so capably completed. So be it. Amen.